Hello,
Hey, everybody!
Thank dog, it's Friday.
Happy TDIF, everybody! So we are, if you don't know who we are, I am Hillary Buholz, and I'm here with the amazing and talented Patty Quinn.
Hi, everybody.
And we are the co-founders of We Heart Hounds, and we like to get together every Friday. We call it Thank Dog It's Friday, and just do something fun in honor of our love of pups. So today we're doing a recipe. It might be crafts, it could be all kinds of crazy things.
Yeah.
If you're looking for some fun things to do in honor of your love of pups, check out our playlist. We have a million ideas. They're all a lot of fun, and we try to keep them as simple as possible. So
yeah.
Today
we're bringing back an oldie but a goodie,
Yep.
right? Oh, this is an all-time favorite holiday recipe. I can't wait. Ginger is going banana-ramas right next to me because this is absolutely her #1 favorite dog treat in the whole wide world. I'm super excited to do it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, this one it's been dog tested and approved by all of our pups. They all went crazy for it.
Yeah.
They definitely, I made a batch last night, so Lulu is sticking right here next to me because she knows there might be more coming.
Yeah, I got Ginger here. She's beside herself, and when I'm not throwing all the ingredients together, she buries herself under the blanket, and then she peeks up and says, "Are you starting yet? Are you starting yet?
Are you done yet? Are you done yet?"
Exactly.
So what we're making today is Thanksgiving dinner dog treats, and as we said, this one we did last year. It was such a huge hit that we had to bring it back for.
Yeah, I'm hoping this is a tradition, right? That we do this, just like Thanksgiving with your family. I think this will be a fun one to do every year. It is one of my favorites as well. It's easy to do, and it warms my heart because I can give a little bit of Thanksgiving dinner to my pup and know that it's healthy and good for them and all that good stuff. And they're not getting all those scraps under the table that might upset their tummy. So anyway. This will be a fun one. Can't wait to get started.
This one it's so fun, and it's got all the flavors of Thanksgiving. So how could you go wrong?
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
We pre-prepared because you're going to want 1/4 pound of ground turkey and some about 1/3 cup of just diced up carrots. So and if you can break them up, mine's kind of big still, but breaking them up into smaller chunks, that'll just help them disperse into the treats a little bit more evenly. So you just cook these ahead of time and make sure that all of the ingredients are well cooked, that the carrots, because carrots can take a little bit of time to actually cook. So you might not have enough time in the oven when you finally bake these. So it just gives them a chance to kind of soften up a little bit. So 1/4 cup of ground turkey and 1/3 cup of diced carrot.
Yep. And then I was going to just say, just as a little chef's tip, when you're cooking ground beef or turkey or anything like that, make sure that it gets past the gray stage, right? You want it really brown, like you want to have that seared char on the meat. That adds to the flavor. So just an extra little tip there.
Yeah. And then the next thing you're going to need is 1 cup of mashed sweet potatoes or yams. So for me, I just took a bag of frozen chunked sweet potatoes, tossed them in the microwave to steam, and then mashed them up. So that's my cup of sweet potatoes. And
I just used a can. So it has very little. Now make sure if you get anything canned that it's just the yams or the sweet potatoes. It might have a little water and a little sugar just to, for storing it on the shelf, but it's not enough sugar to really hurt or anything. And you're pouring all that liquid out anyway. So mine is just a can that I mashed.
Yeah. And then our next Thanksgiving dinner ingredient is going to be 1/4 cup of diced up dried cranberries or craisins. So these little guys pop right in there.
And you don't have to dice them, but again, dicing them like the carrots, it just really helps that, get all those little cranberry bits throughout the treats when you're done, which is really neat.
Yeah. And then 1/2 cup of quick oats.
Okay. Here's mine.
1/4 cup of flour. You can substitute this for whole wheat flour or a different type of flour that you know works well for your pups, so 1/4 cup. And the flour consistency, you can wait and add it in. I've made a batch of these, so I know that I need that whole 1/4 cup, but it's possible you want to wait and add the flour in bits.
I'm going to hold off on adding the whole thing just in case I don't need it all.
And then you'll need a tablespoon of coconut oil. Okay. You could substitute this for a different type of oil as well if you need to.
That'll help bind everything together.
And it helps because we're going to kind of roll these into balls. Mm-hmm. They are a little bit sticky even when you use the oil, but it kind of helps to make them not so super.
Yeah. And
then a tablespoon of honey. Eyeball it.
All right, this might be a new. No. My honey's solid.
Oh no.
So I'm gonna. There we go. That ought to do it. Okay.
And for honey, if you're using raw honey, you should not give that necessarily to pups or dogs to little puppies or dogs that have kind of a weakened immune system.
Yeah, just be careful because of they might have allergies to it or something. But for the most part, honey is good for dogs.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, check with your vet about any of these ingredients.
Yeah. And then the last ingredients, which is totally optional, but it adds a little bit of flavor and it adds a kind of a nice color throughout the treats, is just a teaspoon of parsley, so dried parsley.
And I don't have any on me, so I'm going to leave that out. But I love how that adds the green color to them as well. Yeah. It's really neat.
And then you're just going to mix this up. I've found that you can start mixing with the spoon, and then I do kind of have to get in there with my hands to get everything well incorporated. And this would be a fun one. It's got all those Thanksgiving flavors, but it'd be a fun one for the kids to do, as a, this is the pups treat for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I love all the colors. So pretty.
They really do turn out pretty.
All right. Mine's a little dry. I think I'm going to add a little bit of oil just to add a little wetness.
So I'm just going to get in here with my hands. I have a baking sheet with just a nonstick mat in it, but you can just use baking sheet and oil it, or spray it with some nonstick spray.
That's what I did. Yeah.
Here is my mixture currently. I'm going to kind of combine that a little bit more, but you can see all those colors kind of coming together. So
it's so pretty. You can see the cranberry and the carrots and the sweet potato. The oats make it look like an oatmeal cookie dough.
Yeah.
And I bet the parsley just adds that pop of color too, which is fun.
Yeah, it's pretty. And everything's so bright. Like they even after you bake them, they stay nice and bright, which is fun. Like they don't lose that color.
Yeah. All right. I think I have enough to. Yeah, I think I've got enough. I've got it combined enough to make some treats out of it.
Here's my little dough. And then you're just going to take that. This depends on the size of your dog. The thing that it will change is the cooking time. So you just want to make your treats as even as possible in whatever size you're doing. So I'm going to do Obviously, probably a little bigger ones than what Patty would do because she's got a little tiny ginger. But kind of like a small meatball size is what I'm going for. And I put it in a ball and then just squish it down to kind of make it into a little patty. So we can start on the wrong side there.
These are going to be cute.
Oh, hey, Phoebe. I bet your pups are going to love this one. Yeah, it's a great way for them to get to participate in Thanksgiving dinner. They have been an absolute winner with Lulu and Leon and Ginger.
Oh my gosh.
We've got no complaints.
She's sitting here right next to me and she's just shaking because she's so excited about what we're doing.
Yeah.
She's beside herself. And these are so fun. I love that the pups can enjoy a Thanksgiving feast in every little bite. I think that's so much fun.
So you're just going to work through your dough and you can see there. We will have the recipe for this. I'll link the recipe. I forgot to link it before I started this, but I'll link this recipe in the description so that you can find that. It'll have all the ingredients that you need, everything like that, cooking times and everything. So you can kind of see the size. I'm gonna rinse my hands off because they do get a little messy.
So here's mine. You can see mine are just a little bit smaller. And the nice thing about these is they don't really spread very much, so you can cook them fairly close together, which is nice. So yes, Phoebe, Ginger. Ginger is all about these treats right now. These are, again, totally her favorites. She's like, Mom, how did you guess? And it's fun because it's, if you do this as a special occasion, it becomes a special occasion for the pups too, not just the rest of the family, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I love the idea of making it a tradition. So
yeah,
here's some.
Oh, those are great.
Finished treats, that. And they stay nice and bright. You can still see those colors and a little bit of cranberry and parsley. Everything's, you got the whole mix. Yes, Lulu, I know you will.
You got a taste tester behind you.
Where's Tinker?
Yay, Lulu, there she is. Oh, look, so sweet. Oh, how precious. Yay, she gets to celebrate early.
So you're going to want to bake these at 350 for, I would say, do at least 18 minutes, depending on the size. So for my size, you're going to need at least 18 minutes. Check them at 18. I think I went up to 22 because that helps. They stay chewy. So the ones that I have, because this is just answering Phoebe's questions here. Mine, I didn't bake them down hard. They'll get too brown on the bottom. And that's partly just because I left them pretty pillowy. That's the texture I like. And I think that's going to be the texture that these are going to work with. Nice, I don't think they'll never get crispy.
Dog treat. No.
Yeah.
If they're crispy, I think they're overcooked at that point. These are, and that's the other thing that I love about them. They're soft chew. So if you have senior pups or, puppies, these are just like the perfect texture and all that good stuff. They'll last about 5 days in the refrigerator. And then if you want to put them in a freezer type container and stick them in the freezer, they'll last a couple months in the freezer if you'd like to do that as well. But these have never made it to the freezer. they get gobbled up before the time is before they run out or before the 5 days is up. So these are a lot of fun. I can't wait to bake these up. I know Ginger's chomping at the bit, literally, for me to get these ready and into the oven. And this is a lot of fun. Thank you so much for sharing these with us again. Thank you, Phoebe, for being with us and everybody else that's watching. If you have any questions or if you take pictures of your pups eating these, we would absolutely go bananas. That would be so much fun to see.
Yeah.
And if you know anybody that would love to make this for their pups for Thanksgiving, please sprinkle and share the love. Really, this is, again, I hope this is one of our traditions that we just continue to do year after year. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And hope you guys do the same. This has been really great. Totally enjoyed this one.
All right. So yeah, check out our playlist below, like, subscribe, all that stuff really does help us out a ton. And we hope early happy Thanksgiving to you and all your pups. And yeah, we're so excited for the season. And as Patty said, I hope this is a fun tradition for you and your families.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, everybody. Take good care. Bye-bye.